All right, everybody, it's about 8:40 a.m. West Coast time on Friday, December 6th. A federal appeals court panel on Friday upheld a law that could lead to a ban on TikTok, which is set to take place on January 19th, the day before Donald Trump is inaugurated from his second term. Unless its parent company divests from China something and blah, 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 blah. So, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia denied TikTok's petition to overturn the law and rebuffed the company's challenge of the statute, which it argued ran afoul of the First Amendment. The court wrote in its succinct conclusion, I guess, the First Amendment exists to protect free speech in the United States. Here, the government acted solely to protect that freedom from a foreign adversary nation and to limit that adversary's ability to gather data on people in the United States. Now, think back to when the TikTok ban passed. It happened like that. It went from being introduced in committee, being voted out of committee, to being presented on the floor of the House and the Senate, to having been passed overwhelmingly in bipartisan fashion by both the Senate and the House, signed into law by Joe Biden. That entire process took 8 days. That is absolutely unheard of in Washington, D.C. And why did that happen? What was going on at that time? TikTok was flooded with videos on the ground from people inside the Gaza Strip, showing in great detail what the Israeli military and what the Israeli government were doing inside the Gaza Strip to Palestinian civilians. The reason why it passed that fast was AIPAC. Nobody will ever convince me otherwise. However, we are where we are. Now, they can appeal this, they can extend it, they can get like a 90-day reprieve. TikTok has a lot of options. Also, remember that Donald Trump was totally on board with banning TikTok until he met with a billionaire donor named Jeff Yass, Y-A-S-S. Jeff Yass is an American billionaire hedge fund guy who is heavily invested in TikTok. Donald Trump met with Jeff Yass, and then the next day he was like, I don't know about this whole TikTok ban thing. And Jeff Yass made massive donations to Donald Trump's campaign and PACs and whatnot. Donald Trump, when he is inaugurated, could simply instruct his Attorney General, incoming, likely to be Pam Bondi, former Attorney General of Florida, he could simply instruct her to not enforce this law. He could also instruct his Attorney General, say, don't defend this law anymore in the courts. If TikTok appeals, don't participate in the appeal. Let them just do their thing and don't enforce this law, keeping TikTok in place. Those are things that Donald Trump could do. We don't know yet what he will do. We won't know that until he actually does it. However, the future for TikTok, at a minimum, is very uncertain over the next 1 to 3 months. It's very uncertain. If Donald Trump decides to, after he's inaugurated with this court decision, he could just order that TikTok turn off the lights in the United States. Poof, gone. That having been said, please follow the link in my link tree in the bio to go subscribe to and follow our YouTube page. You can just go to YouTube and type in Hawk Podcasts. You can subscribe to that page for free. Everything I post on TikTok is automatically posted on our YouTube page. And there's a lot of content that we put up there on a daily basis that is not on my TikTok page. So please go follow my YouTube page, because all of this might go away in 6 weeks. Thank you.